Hey there, ladies and gents, this is Omega here, and welcome to some more playthrough of whatever video game I'm doing. Today I'm working on a Hajime no Ippo, the Victorious Road 2, and it's a game for the PS2. I'm currently playing it on the PCSX2 on my PC, so it's going to look a little better. What I want to do is actually roll through this Boxer's Road here, and what that is pretty much you make your own character and play through the storyline of Ippo. Actually, it's not really a storyline, but you play through their timeline, and you can actually fight them if you're in the same weight class. But let's actually go through here. Pick a new game here. Okay, so yep, right here we have a timeline of where we want to go. Let's see. There's pretty much all of them, and yes, this is a Japanese game, so I actually had to import this. And like you see, I have a bunch of timeline. I don't know which one I should choose. Let's just pick one here. Let's see. Yeah, we'll take this one. I don't know any of what that means, but I just say no settings. So for this one, I actually like to go to, and yeah, you can pick whatever. There's only a few countries to go to, but let's actually go to Japan here. Let's keep it in Japan. Let's go to, I want to say Omegabalmung, same gym as Ippo. And we can pick our name. Let's pick it as, we'll just do Omega for short. I don't really want to write up my whole name here, but there you go. Yes. Birthday, let's go to the youngest we can get. Let's go do this. Let's do AB. I don't know what that is. I don't know what blood type really matters, but whatever. Let's see. I think mine reaches 174. A real reach. Weight. Oh, that's height. Oh, never mind. Do 180 and reaches 174. There we go. And weight class, actually we could wait on that. When we actually get to make our character, you can actually just pick what weight class you want, and then it goes from there. So let's go to hit OK. Let's do character template. So you could pick from whatever character you want to look like, and then you could fix your guy from there. Let's actually make him look like Vorg. Vorg looks pretty cool. So yeah, from here you could pick your base. You could pick what weight class, and actually this is cool because you see in the right hand corner there, the higher you go up, the higher your weight class changes. So that's a good way to measure where you want to be. And let's go with, let's not go for middle. Middle looks a little weird. Let's go with junior lightweight here. Let's go with the smallest we can go for junior lightweight. Okay, then you can pick what type of fighting style you want. We'll do boxer fighter here. Let's see, go back. Nope, I want to be there. Oh, squares go back. I thought it meant circle. Actually, I'm going to keep him the same. I'm going to change his hair, though, because I don't want to look like Vorg. Or at least the way he looks like. Let's go with, I want to go with a longer type of hair. Go with Ippo's hair, probably. So yeah, the game is based on the anime, so there is a story mode you can play, which goes through pretty much all the fights from Ippo, and then you can pick what kind of character, what character you want to play later on, and it just goes through pretty much all their story arcs and whatnot. But what I really love about this game is just this, this Boxer's Road deal, because to me, I think it's really the best boxing game. Not physics and gameplay itself. The gameplay is a little but just the way how you can shape your boxer. That's what I really love about this game, and I think a lot of the fight nights and whatnot could really take advantage of what this game has done. It's a really hard game to play, just because you have to keep your guy in the same weight class. You have to like pick what kind of. You don't have to play through any of the trainings. Actually, you don't play through any of them. So let's go to Trunks here. So it's just pretty much you set a time of dates. Like how much you want him to run, how much you want him to lift weights, how much you want him to spar, and all that. And then you set that amount in your schedule, and then he does that daily. And you also have to like figure out, if you do that too much, your character could be exhausted and he'll lose, skills as he keeps going, and all that stuff just makes the game so much, unpredictable. Pretty much, you could go into a match, and you think you're all good, and then your dude's a little tired out, and then just get one hit and you're down. So it's really unpredictable. Let's go with black shorts. Customize. I'm gonna customize my. Where can I customize my gloves? I know I've seen it from somewhere. Anyways, we'll keep it with the red gloves. Okay, so so pretty much what the screen is going to show up real quick after it does all this. So pretty much this game is an unpredictable game. You could train a character the same way and he'll look totally different. I remember doing it once where I trained a heavyweight and he turned out to be this big bulky guy, strong but slow. And then I did another one and he turned out to be skinny but fast, and I trained him the same way. So it's really just how you put things, how well you train your guy, and how well you do all this and whatnot. So I got my coach talking to me, and I don't know what he's saying because fortunately I don't read Japanese, so I don't know any of this, or kanji, or whatever you want to call it. Get this real quick. Come on. So what you have is, you have your date on the top there, and that's your clock. So it's usually, it just goes around and it tells you what you want to do. If you go down to schedule here, as you can see, meals, training, your calendar, settings. You pick meals, and you could pretty much lay them out. Unfortunately, I don't know what these are. You can just tell from the pictures and whatnot, but and each one, this is where the hardest part is. You have to know the nutrition. You gotta know your glucose, your amino acid, fatty acid, water, mineral, vitamin, all that. That's just the hardest part. Is all trying to learn all that and try to put it all together to make it like a balanced meal for your character. And then you also have your training. So as you work on these, as you get stronger, let's pretend to do striking minutes. As we do striking minutes and whatnot, and like I said, you can put these in anywhere you want. So let's pretend let's do road work early in the morning, and then maybe after road work, let's hit with the shadow boxing. Put it about 10 o'clock, and then blah blah blah, sandbag. You kind of have to work it out to where it's perfect for your character. Each one has, it raises the stats and it lowers the stats like usual. And as you grow stronger, you get more and more training you can do, and they add more stuff to you. Like even gives you special moves. So that's the hardest one. For these, I don't know what these does. All I know is just the calendar. You can get to look at what days you have off, what days you need to spar, and all that. I don't use this calendar too much, but this is where I go the most. This is where the easiest way to look at how the game is, and so you don't have to worry about the meals and the training, and it's just simplified everything. So what you can do is, when you're when you're training for a match, what I like to do is do a weight coach, and what he does is just trying to maintain that weight you are in. So I don't want to move too far up from my weight class, but you know, so I want to keep him in the same weight class. So I want to hit off with a weight coach and see what he does. And it does all that. And let's actually look at what, you know, the meals he has set up. I don't think I have any meals here. Let's see. I might have a few, but, and as you see what the road work, what I'm doing, like rope skipping, road work, and whatnot. So that's usually what I like to do. It's the easiest way to get your, you know, to get your guy going. Because other than that, now if you want to play around with the meals and the training here, I would definitely go with weight coach and just keep it that way. And just hit OK. And then there goes our clock. And you can see from the stats from down here, you can see it moving up and down. It's fatigue. You want to keep your eyes on the bad health and fatigue the most. Those are the biggest things you want to look at. And actually we can go and, come on Ippo, quit talking to me. So, come on. Yeah, in the beginning here you get a lot of little cutscenes, or not cutscenes, but you got little chats from your coaches, other boxers in your gym and whatnot. So, you gotta get through all this. There we go. You go here, you click on this, and it actually shows you all your stats. And there's a lot of stats you gotta keep your eyes on, but like I said, the one you want to look out the most for is your bad health and fatigue. Because once you have bad health and fatigue, your stats will go down more and more. So actually, let me do this. Come on. There we go. So you can hit up your character over here. And what that happens is it gives you all your, you know, info on your character. Let's see, items here. You can even name, you know, give yourself a name for, you know, like red Omega or blue Omega or something. And then the more people you beat, and mostly the people, and I'll show you guys later, but there are boxers who have different names and whatnot in front of theirs. If you beat them, you actually get their title. So let's see, info. You know, you can pick your fighting style. You get more later on as you get stronger. Let's go with a normal character. So he does, you know, he doesn't get too excited when you're entering the ring or whatnot. SP move. I don't have any, so let's do slow battle. Hair, trunks, shoes. There we go. Gloves. Let's go with all black gloves. Yeah, that looks good. Oop, oh, damn it. Okay. There we go. Beard, decor, blow edit. I don't even know what blow edit is, fortunately. I think you can make your own special or something, but okay, so all done. And like I say, you come back after a while and, you know, see if anything changes. You can add new specials and whatnot. And yep, from there on, let's see, we could go through a few of these like ratings and strategies. If you're looking at the ratings here, it just tells you what you know rating you're at. Are you like 100? You rank 100 or whatever. So that you really don't have to look. Only when you're in boxing mode, when you're about to pick your fights. But you want to look at the strategy though when you're actually fighting against a boxer. You know, when you're training against a boxer you picked, you can actually go to strategy. And you can actually look at, you know, how they fight. You can look at, you know, the old tapes he had, the fight before, and see how he fights, so you can prepare for that fight. I don't really use that, but it's just a cool little, you know, aspect to the game. It makes it more realistic. Let's see. So I think the coach is going to ask me if. Oh, not yet. So what I'm actually doing right now is I'm preparing for my license test. So I have to train for my license test, and the coach will come and ask you, and that's really the only thing he asks you is, you know, it'll pop up and say yes or no. So when that pops up, that means, you know, are you ready to take your license test? And you're like, okay, yes or no. You know, if you don't feel confident enough, you could always say no and then keep training. But I think after a few certain years, you have to do it anyways, or he's gonna, you know, kick you out. So. Actually, I'm just going to go and do my license test right after here. So, come on, coach, give me the license test. Let's see, what else can we do? That's pretty much it. This is pretty much what you do, pretty much with the game. You know, no training. The real big aspect of this game is trying to put your training in that schedule, meals in the schedule, holidays in that schedule, and best balance that you can get for your boxer without making them fatigue, without making them fatter, without making them lose weight too much. So like I say, the weight coach is the best bet. Sometimes even with the weight coach, I don't know, you sometimes lose weight too. So it just goes from there. But I want to keep myself in the junior lightweight and see what I can do from there. And then you can move up and down weight too. Depends on how your training goes. If you think your boxer's not good enough in that, his reach is too small, or his is just not challenged enough, you can move up weight. And there's no screen you have to go, so just move up weight, and then when you have a chance to fight another boxer, just click R1 or R2 and it switches to the next weight class, and you go from there. Now let's see if we can get our license test here. It takes a while. It takes maybe a few months for it to go, but hopefully this one's it. Come on, there we go. Come on, yes. Oh, they're just playing with me right now. But so yeah, like I said, it's just pretty much wait until you get your license test, and you can always deny it. If you don't feel confident enough. I don't think I'm really that good. And once you get to the gameplay, you'll see why. I'm not too confident with my character right now. He has a pretty high stamina though, so he'll just keep boxing himself out. But there we go. Here we go. So he asks you pretty much, hey, you want to go and do your license test? I say yes. Let's go do it. So it gives me 59 days to do it, and pretty much that's how. If you look in the right hand corner there, it says 59 at first, or 60 days. So this is what we're looking at, and it's counting down to when your match is about to be. So pretty much you train until then. You pick how you want to work out and whatnot. Let's go to schedule here. What I like to do when I get closer, quit talking to me, Aoki. Once I get closer, and I'll show you later, but actually let's go back here. Let's wait. Let's just bring it down here. So once that hits around maybe around 5 or 4 days, what I do is go to schedule and then increase all. You turn everything down. Your training and whatnot, and increase your holiday sessions to go all the way up. So pretty much you go in, you go in the bout pretty much fresh. You might lose a few stats, but not too much to where it leaves you crippled. But that's what I like to do. Keep yourself fresh, in the fight, because even if you're tired and you go in with a bad health and a fatigue, like I said, you can get pretty much one hit KO. I've done that a few times, where I wasn't looking, and by the time I noticed, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm ready in the fight. It's 1 day left. I don't have time to rest. And I went in there, I lasted like maybe half a round, and he just KO'd me. And I'm like, oh, well, that goes a waste of it, a few months. So it's counting down here. So once it hits 10, like I said, I want to go around maybe 5. You could go a little bit less if you wanted to, but just for, to make sure everything works. There you go. So actually it's probably gonna hit 4, but it should be fine. So you go into holiday and hit it all the way up and turn all these down. You want them all at 0. There's a little cheat you can kind of do in the beginning here if you actually have the game, and if you want to get it. I think it's pretty cheap. Fortunately, like I said, you need a PCSX or a I already don't remember what they're called anymore for the PS2. And let's see. There we go. And there's a way to boost up your. It's kind of like a cheat, kind of. It's just pretty much you have a certain amount of meals, you have a certain amount of training, and then once the coaches ask you, oh, you want to do this, and you want to do your license, just keep saying no. And your guy will beef up by the time you get to the license, and just your dude would be strong by then. But for this purpose, I want to make it a little more challenging and see what I can do from this. Okay, so it's pretty much this is pretty much just like a boxing game. You move around, you have your jabs, you have your straights, hooks, left hooks. You have to map your buttons right, because I've been playing Fight Night Rat a lot, so I use the L1 to do a lot of my swaying and blocking and whatnot. Blocking is, I think it's pretty much, I want to say automatic. And yes, this is how, I'm not dropping any frames. I'm playing at 60 frames per second right now. A little freeze there, because I'm running off of a slower hard drive, so. It's, you know, this is how fast you are in the beginning. This is pretty much the speed you're fighting in. It's a little boring at times, but I mean, this game is fast. It's lightning fast. Once you get, you know, all the way up to pretty much the higher ranks, oh my gosh, you do not want to. It's just like, you know, Roadrunner fast. You're just super Saiyan fast, just hitting everywhere, punches flying everywhere. But let's try to get this guy and win this license here. I don't think I can knock him out though. Let's see. He's hitting me a few times. I feel a little dangerous. And this is where, you know, it's pretty tough to. There's no health bars, so you can get flash knockdowns pretty quick in this game. You could just be winning one time and then boom, you just knock down. And there is a, you know, a 2 down limit, because that's how it is in real boxing. You know, once you start out from, you know, bottom up, there's like 2, and then as you work yourself up, there's 3, and then there's, like, you know, unlimited, whatever. But let's try to get this guy to go down here, or at least win by points. I think I won the first round though. I forgot to check the stats right there. I kind of want to put pressure on him. I think I'm a little faster than he is, so he might be a little faster in his legs, but I think my punches are a little faster. It probably hasn't caused too much damage. I like to do my swaying a lot using the jab. Jab is where it's at. Mostly if you have a reach advantage, you want to use that jab to kind of just force yourself in, and then hit with the triangle with the straight. And then sway. There we go. Got a first knockdown. So if he gets knocked down one more time, I win. So, but you have to be careful at the same time. You have to watch yourself. You can't just go in there and just start pummeling him, because he could get that flash knockdown real quick. And, you know, and then you're pretty much doomed for it too. You kind of have to, you know, watch yourself. So kind of want to be careful. I want to keep my distance. I have longer reach, so I might as well keep my distance and use my jabs and my straights. And then once I get close in, use my left hooks, my hooks to get that power. I want to move back here, and I like swaying. Swaying is where it's at. You want to sway a lot. I might have to go for the body here. Get him to go down. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, I think there's only 2 rounds, right? Yeah, I think there's only 2 rounds. So let's see. Thrown 45. I got 49% completion for punches. He only got 26. So I'm pretty sure I won. Yep. Yep, I won. Doo-doo-doo. Raise my hand. Raise my hand. There we go. So once I win this, I actually get to pick my opponents that I'm going to go against. And let's see. I'm probably going to end this one soon. So let's actually pick opponent first. First, we have to go do our quick scheduling here. Settings, do weight coach on. Okay. So once I pick my guy, the coach is gonna come out and say, "Hey, you wanna box? You wanna pick a fighter? Blah blah blah." And I'll be like, "Yes, I want to fight." Okay, so this screen right here is gonna give us all of our fighters. The ones you can't pick are these right here. You can see from these guys. These guys they're from the anime. So Jason Azuma. So here's all the the boxers you can fight. Let's see if we can find Ippo here. He might be down there more. No, actually, it's wasting my time here. So as you keep boxing, as you keep having more and more matches, if you see from the left hand there, it says 4 rounds. So I'm a 4-round boxer right now. So as you keep winning matches and whatnot, if you keep getting stronger, you can actually go up to 6, 8, then 12, and once you're 12, you're almost to the top. So what you want to do is avoid yourself from these guys. These guys in green, I think they're from the anime too. I can't remember. There I am. So, oh yeah, you want to avoid the guys with the names at first. With like this guy has thunder in his name. You want to avoid the guys in the green because they are tough as nails. They're fast and they pretty much knock you out in one hit. So, unless you train yourself really high, you want to avoid those guys. So. I want to fight a guy who doesn't. We'll fight this guy. Only got 1 bout and 1 loss. So, oh yeah, so you can do weight changes: junior, featherweight, junior, lightweight. Was I in featherweight? I was in featherweight. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll keep myself in featherweight. Let's go find that guy again. Or we can fight this guy. We'll fight this guy. So you can always change your weight class, and you can also change your federation too. So I'm in a Japan Boxing Club, Korean, whatever that is. I can't read those because those are not still in SD formats. And you can go to even the IBS, WBA, WBC, all of that, WBO. So yeah, it even has the real boxing federations and whatnot. So that's the cool thing about it. Let's see. Where was the guy that I was looking at? Here he is. This guy. So we're going to take on this guy. So I challenge him. Am I sure? Yes. And then you can also pick your how long you want to wait until how long do you want to train before you can fight him. Let's go for a quick fight. Okay, so then it just repeats from itself, just like when you're doing the license test. It gives you a certain day, and then it says then once it hits 0, then you go from there. But I will end this video here, and hopefully everybody enjoys the video. It was a pretty long one, but it's an intro video to this little obscure game here. So it is called Hajime no Ippo, Victoria's Boxer 2. So it's for PS2. I think it came out in 2004, and it's an import game. So unless you can play it, like I said, if you like boxing, this is probably the best boxing game you can find if you have a PS2. But hopefully everybody enjoys it, and hopefully everybody looks for the next video. In the next video, I'm going to be fighting that guy that I just picked up. I'll see everybody next time, and keep on gaming.